Hello everybody. I'm back again to show you what my day's like while working in the archives. And today's a little different. Today I was working in the exhibit with my coworker who she's in charge of curating it, and I've kind of been her non-official assistant for the past couple months. So today was kind of chaotic as the case I'm currently working on here didn't go as planned. I have to take everything down as the adhesive that we originally used was not very forgiving, so the background we had put on, it just wasn't working well. So I took it down, and these adhesives are strong. It took me forever to get this paper down.
Yeah. Because that's what they call it, and that's how it got named red. And like the letters, you can always do like an outline around it, a different color. So like maybe like the tan background. Do the red and black. Do the red letters with the black. I'll pop out off of it. Really good. Okay. Or yeah, do red letters with black around it would look good. Yeah. Yeah. By the way. We're out of forks.
Okay, so my next task is go through this box. This box holds images and labels that we used in previous exhibits. It's mainly styrofoam and cardboard images, and she had just asked me to go through and determine if any would be useful in this other case we were working with. And this is probably my favorite task, mainly because I worked with this box before a couple months ago where I was in charge of labeling and creating a spreadsheet with them. So people in the future can go through the box and know what the image is because the spreadsheet tells you all the data and information it needs. So I was very glad that the spreadsheet was actually useful when I was going through this. And another thing is, I just like the photos. They're pretty fun, especially this one. The owner of the observatory dressed as Santa crawling on one of the buildings here on campus. Now, here I am, back with my project. This day went pretty smoothly with my project working with the plates, except trying to decipher the small handwriting. Oh my goodness.
Is that an N? I don't know what that is. Oh. Oh. Um, oh. Bright until sight? Sight? Bright. Sight? I think it's sight. That's an N. That has to be an N. That's an N. Okay. Until well condition. And I'm gonna put a note that I'm not confident in that deciphering. Oof.
That's it. That was my day, really. And although it was unpredictable at times, it was a good day. And usually those are my favorite days, to be honest. Those days where I don't know what I'm really gonna do, or those days where you have a notion in mind and it completely goes off rails and you have to pivot and redetermine how you're gonna approach a certain project or a certain item on your list. And honestly, that happens more in the archives than you might think. At least our archive, especially since we're such a little department with minimal funding and minimal help and minimal manpower. We just have to go on the fly, we have to get crafty, and we have to determine our priorities at the time. And honestly, some people might not like this type of environment where it's kind of unpredictable and you don't have a lot of support. But the more I work in these archives, I become more appreciative for this type of environment for me to work in, especially right off of graduating school. I'm learning new different skills. I'm learning to think on my head, to think on my feet, and it's going to be, I know for a fact, it's going to be very helpful for me in the future when I move on to other things. And I kind of want to stay in smaller departments. I think that's what I've determined. I don't know if I would like a bigger archives department yet, but I guess we'll see. And that is the end to the horrendous tape saga. Thank goodness. And thank you for letting me yap in your ear today. See you next time.